Alrighty, let's get started with Module 4, Lesson 3, the problem set. And in this problem set, we are identifying, defining, and drawing perpendicular lines. When you hear the word perpendicular, think right angle, and you got it. Let's get started. Okie dokie, for number 1, it says to, on each object, trace. That means go over at least one pair of lines that appear to be perpendicular. Okay. Well, let's look at that first one. And the only lines here that I see that appear to be perpendicular are, let's see, those are going to be starting here, there, and there and there. There we go. Perpendicular lines. And I want you to do that for each of the shapes, so go ahead and hit the pause button, and don't have to be exact, but when you hit play again, see how many are perpendicular. You can always use your right angle template to identify these perpendicular lines. Go ahead and hit the pause button and work on your own. Alrighty, how'd you do? Well, notice that when you have perpendicular lines, they can actually intersect as well. Well, what do I mean by intersect? Well, if we look at the kites, those two lines, not only are they perpendicular, but they also intersect. So we could, let's do something here. You could also say that they are intersecting lines. So what that means is that one line goes through the other. See that point right there? One line goes through the other one. And then if we look on the football, we have one that sort of looks like well, not like that, but it sort of looks like, it's hard to do this without my little tool there. It goes straight up and down here where you have a right angle on one side and also on the other side. So that's just another little something that you can do. And let's move on to number 2. And number 2 says, what's all number 2 saying? Number 2 says, how do you know if two lines are parallel? Well, we know two lines are parallel if they, what? What do we know? They're perpendicular if they make a right angle. So that's our answer. So lines are perpendicular that's a long word. Perpendicular if they make a right angle. If they form a right angle. Our lines are perpendicular if they make a right angle. There we go. That's a perpendicular line. All right, let's go to number 3. Number 3 says, in the square and triangular grids below, use the given segments in each and draw a segment that is perpendicular using a straight edge. All right, so how will we do this? Well, you're going to use a straight edge, and you could use your right angle machine, your right angle template. That could help you with that. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to take and make a right angle. Use your, now I'm just kind of eyeballing that, but I could take my right angle template to see if it was indeed a right angle. And when you make right angles, yeah, that would what it would look like. Go ahead and pause the video and finish up the other 3 lines there. Alrighty, how'd you do? Well, you can see that you can make perpendicular lines either going down, straight down into the line segment, or you can take it from one of the endpoints of the line segment it doesn't matter, especially when you look at the triangular grid here, that there's definitely two ways to do it. You could do it the first way here, you could do it with just making a line segment going down into the line segment, or you can go at one of the endpoints here. Either way, we create right angles, which we indicate like that. Alrighty, let's go to side number 2. Alrighty, welcome to side number 2. And once again, we're using our right angle template. Right angle template. We're going to use our right angle template. And then we are going to determine which of the following figures have a right angle or don't have a right angle. Mark each right angle with a small square. For each right angle you find, name the corresponding pair of perpendicular lines. And this is the little symbol right down here. Look, this first one's been done for you or started for you. So you can see that AB is perpendicular to, this is the perpendicular sign right there, is to perpendicular to BD. But there's more for that one. We have AB here. So we have AB is perpendicular to AC. Okay, and there's two more. What about this one right here? We have AC is perpendicular to AC is perpendicular to CD. Hey, get your CDs out. Nobody uses CDs anymore. And then the last one here, we have CD. And that's going to be perpendicular to BD. BD or DB. But we're going to, either way, BD. There we go. All right, that's that one. Now, on some of them, what if you find one like B, you put your template in and you find none? Well, then you write down no right angles. Now, there's no left angles either. That's a joke. Anyway, go ahead and, well, we'll do one more. Let's look at that triangle for a moment. Let's look at I made a triangle. Well, I only see one perpendicular line there, and that would be identified as such with the square there, little square there. And then we're going to say, well, what are those? That's EF, and that's going to be perpendicular to G or FG, or GF, doesn't matter, okay? And then I lied. How many perpendicular lines are in D? No right angles. No right angles. And now I'm going to say to pause the video and finish up with the bottom 4 figures. Catch you back in a bit. Alrighty, how'd ya do? Well, he said, well, F and G were easy because all we had to do was write down no right angles. And then again on E, we had 4 different sets of perpendicular lines. And then on H, we have 3. Now, remember, there's only 3 because this angle here and here are not perpendicular. There's no perpendicular lines there. So let's go on to side number 3. Welcome to side number 3. All right, here we go. We have 2 more questions to go. And this one says to mark each right angle, the following figure, with a small square. Note, a right angle does not have to be inside the figure. It could be outside the figure as well, which is something that you should notice. So go ahead and pause the video and see how many right angles you can find. It's more fun if you try. So see how many you can, well, I'll give you 1. There's 1. I'll give you 2. There's another one. Now find all the rest. Alrighty, well, did you get them all? If you count them all up, this section here, there's 3, there's 6, there's 9. You don't have to circle on it, I'm just showing you. And then there's 12 right angles. Wow, that figure has 12 right angles. So we say this figure has 12 sets, that's meaning 2, of perpendicular lines, or sides, I should say, sides. Okay, there we go. All we have left to do is number 6, which is true or false. Here we go. True or false, shapes that have at least one right angle also have at least one pair of perpendicular sides. Explain your thinking. Oh, I was pausing to let you think. All righty. What do you think? It is true. Because if you think about it, if it has a right angle, then it's automatically going to be perpendicular. Right angles, that's true because right angles are created by sides that are perpendicular. All right, lines that are perpendicular. There you go. Well, as always, I hope that helps. And nothing left to do with the problem set. We got that thing nailed, and let's just go on to our homework. Well, when it's homework time. Catch you next time. Matey, same time, same place. Hasta la vista. Bye-bye. The video's over. Get to work.